from exclusivematchmaking.net. And I watched last night's episode of The Bachelorette, so you don't have to. And I'm giving you my 2 cents. Let's start with Luke P is still acting like a fool and she's falling for it. Shame on Hannah Brown. Really, her picker is off in a major way. First thing to happen, there was a group date and it was hilarious. I am telling you, the producers, they crack me up sometimes what they come up with. So anyway, they had RuPaul's drag queens to judge this Mr. Right pageant. And who do you think won but Luke P? The guys all came out in Speedos and then they had a talent portion. And the hilarious thing was Luke P used his talent portion to profess his love for Hannah Brown. And as one of the guys put it so well, have you even known her 2 hours, dude? Like, what are you doing? He is so fake. And she is so falling for him. The chemistry and the passion, boom! It's like over the top. I mean, she should be embarrassed. I can't even believe that she's fallen for this. So my first dating tip of the night is when a guy tries to sweep you off your feet really quick, beware. This is not the guy for you. He's telling you what you want to hear. And I'm still predicting he's going to make the top 4. Let's hope she catches on to this nonsense. It's like it's like she was born yesterday. She's believing it. And anyway, the interesting thing is Luke P was crowned Mr. Right. So they gave him like a little pageant tiara. It was really hilarious. But it was cringeworthy, the part about him professing his love for her. But Jed is one of my favorites, who I also believe will be in the top 4. He did get the group date rose. But, I mean, this was a scene, one of my favorite scenes. The rest of it, you can forget. You'll be glad I watched it. The next thing that happened, there was a one-on-one date with Tyler G. And so they went off in a helicopter and they went 4-wheeling it through the mud and the muck. And then they had a romantic dinner on top of the roof of the Roosevelt Hotel. I thought that was really cool and very interesting. And he also got a rose for that, keeping him safe from the final elimination ceremony there. Our final group date of the night was pretty funny. They brought back Fred Willard. Fred Willard doesn't look like he's been on roller skates in years. And it was a roller derby. And half the guys, they couldn't even stand up. It was like hilarious. And Dustin got the group date rose for that one. It was like a lot of fun to watch. So my next piece of dating advice is constantly Cam kept interrupting. And he actually crashed the second group date because he said, Hannah is looking for a bold man. So he crashed that date and actually stole time from some of the other guys. And, that's just so wrong. So ladies, when you got a guy that won't respect your boundaries, as in the way Cam is doing this, claiming Hannah wants a bold guy, you might have a stalker on your hands. I mean, this is a sign of bad things to come. To his defense, which there really isn't much on the part of Cam, the producers are probably egging this on. But in real life, if you got a guy that keeps showing up on your dates, you've got a problem and you need a restraining order. So that's my dating tip number 2. At the end of the night, on one of the group dates, Hannah was getting very inappropriate with Luke P. She took off his shirt and they were making out. And once again, the producers probably set this up, but they sent Jed back. And everybody is carrying on Twitter about this. But I thought it was really interesting because she was embarrassed when Jed caught her because she's really got some feelings there, I think, starting to percolate for Jed. She didn't want to be caught. She didn't want Jed to see her in that compromising position. And I think she didn't want Jed to think poorly of her. And I just think that she was talking about the chemistry between Luke P, but then she was saying, but something about Jed, I think she said makes her feel really calm. Well, That's called the developing of a great relationship, what she's got with Jed. And she knows it. But I don't know if she's going to figure it out in time. I think that Luke P., he's going to make it to the top 4, but it'll be interesting to see who gets further because Jed is a great guy and he handled it with polish and class when he walked in on that awkward scene. She really likes him, and you could tell by how bothered she was from that. In closing, we had more steamy scenes with Luke P. after the rose ceremony, which I thought, is this girl nuts? I mean, she's doing some sort of one-on-one sit down with the producers, and he busts in and they start making out and whispering to each other. And this is just crazy. Their chemistry seems to be off the charts, but he's just, faking it till he makes it, I guess. I really don't know what's going on there, but we'll see. Once again, this is Susan Trombetti with exclusivematchmaking.net, and you can find me live tweeting on Monday nights during the Bachelorette at exclusive_match. Have a great Memorial Day weekend, and to all those who served our country, thank you for your service.